We don't start our flooring right against the wall. We leave ourselves a workspace. The first row of floorboards will go right against this chalk line.
This is a special adhesive for this brand of flooring and a special notch trowel. For the time being, I only spread out glue for the first piece, which will go up against the hearth. Because of the irregular brick edge, we had to scribe our first piece, and this gets set now.
Now we can work in larger sections. We spread out glue for as much wood flooring as we can lay in about 3 hours.
Our wood flooring comes in 3 different widths, 3, 5, and 7 inches. We'll intermix the different widths to give it that old-fashioned look, and we'll start with our widest width, 7 inches. The boards in this first row go so that the tongues on one edge line up exactly with the starting chalk line.
The 5-inch wide pieces for the second row get laid right next to the first row. The tongue and groove construction locks the pieces together.
When we run into the wall on the far side, we have to cut the pieces to length. And because of the angled wall, these are miter cuts. Once you've established your work pattern, there are only a few details to worry about.
You'll need to use a scrap of flooring and a hammer to snug the pieces together. And you have to experiment with different lengths so that the joints don't line up from one row to the next. We've run this 100-pound roller across the first section to set the wood into the adhesive. Now we can start gluing the second section. Here, Dean, I'm done. You can take that.
Oh, thanks. You've seen us install wood flooring and ceramic tile flooring. Vinyl flooring is also a real popular material used in basements. We're going to be using that here in the laundry room.
The type that we're installing is called perimeter bond vinyl flooring, which means that it's secured around its edges.
There's also full bond and vinyl tiles, and the installation techniques are different for each.
So whichever of the 3 you decide to install, you should really check our home time videotape on vinyl flooring for more complete instructions.
This vinyl comes in a sheet that's just over 6 feet wide. That means that one piece will almost cover the entire room. All that's left over is the area under the washer and dryer. For our situation, we're going to go ahead and secure the first piece on 3 sides.
The condition of the concrete floor can affect how you glue down the vinyl. Moisture and the chemical curing agents can affect the glue. We don't have these problems, so we can go ahead and use this adhesive.
Okay. There you go. We peel back the flooring and spread the adhesive out on the concrete. This little applicator combs out the proper amount. We need a strip about 3 inches wide all along the wall. We fold the floor back down along the wall and use this roller to set it firmly in the adhesive. If there's a small gap between the flooring and the wall, that's okay. There will be baseboard to cover this.
We secure the other 2 sides the same way. When we attached the first side, we didn't glue the last foot or so in from the corners. You can see now that that means we can peel back the next side and apply glue along this edge. Now we're ready for our second piece. We've already trimmed one edge so that it matches with our first piece. Now we have to align the pattern, and then we'll trim it to fit the space. We slide the piece until the lines match up. Then we make a small mark across both pieces. Now we pull out the new piece and measure the area of bare floor, taking our dimensions off the mark on the first piece.
Then we transfer the measurements to the new piece. A sharp utility knife cuts through the vinyl pretty well.
Then we go ahead and glue the seam and around all four sides of the new piece and around the utility drain.
Finally, we put the toe kicks back at the bottom of the cabinets and baseboard around the rest of the walls.